Ah. Just getting ready. All right. Okay, I was about to say what's going on with you, VLC Media Player? I want my music. Day 51. Last time, I don't think I left up the last team I looked at. Why is it on? Oh, I think it's because I was looking at Team Spartan one day. That's probably why. I made sure to go through all the stories and I made sure to look at the descriptions because they did change a bunch of stuff to fit their present story needs, like how in the Mission 2 stuff for the rescue at Castle Draclugia, I think they just removed the entire story and only kept the important details where Vegas loses his eye to Merlot. But then they also, in the description, say that this is non-canon to Tales of Elysium. But you know what is canon? The mission where Shroomsworth has to deliver everybody the letters from the past. So, therefore, following that logic, Shroomsworth is canon to Tales of Elysium. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. It's time to actually look at applications now. Starting with 404s! The Philanthropists. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that. And we got a Zorwa and a Sneasel. The Dark type kids. So we got Raposa, that's the Zorwa's name. Not a common name you see. Also, I see cute art style on the left. Not the left, the right. Sorry. I watched a video on the worst tabletop RPGs in the existence of mankind, and my brain melted. And the Sneasel is named Ballet. Prowler sound effect. Sorry, it just sounds so close to a certain someone. Portuguese mention. Did you know that I'm doing this stream on the exact day that the World Cup ended? I just thought that would be something interesting to bring up. Also, yeah, this still doesn't make any sense to bring up. So we got La Raposa. They're a big Zorwa. Okay, if that says family went through generations of interbreeding, I looked at that and I thought that said inbreeding for a second. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Huh? Oh, and my tail. See how fluffy and neat it is? Which is my big fucking tail. Okay, so La Raposa is from Alomomola City. Parents were merchants. They helped their parents out. They didn't make a lot of money. Oh, they resorted to thievery. And when they got older, they decided to leave the city and travel. Stole more things to sell. Then they met someone in Steel City. They were setting up their stand. And then one of their prized treasures was gone. A gold necklace they got from a nice old lady. And apparently it was Ballet that had the necklace, the Sneasel. And the Sneasel was trying to sell it. And then they got back the necklace, talked to the guy, tried to get his name. And they kept running into each other. And of course, Ballet has a French accent. There's so much France in these player applications. You'd think that this group would be overrun by spy mains. And so eventually they gave up and just asked Ballet to be partners and start a business together. And that's it. And of course, Callahan finally has a reason in one of the... Well, actually, Callahan has a reason to say this in the context of like, well, you did this, so why not join this? And as for Ballet... Oh dear, we have conflicting stories here. You're not sure why you have the accent, huh? Is it because you're French? Apparently it's because they traveled a lot, never settled down, and met a lot of different Pokemon pick up the way they spoke. Apparently they want to say they're from Steel City because they were born near there. Don't remember their parents. They became a thief. They stole... Yep, they sold the necklace for good money. And instead of being pissed that the necklace was sold, they decided to team up. They gave in. Yep. This is like a PK Shroomsworth type team here. Like, you got someone who steals for their goals, and and then you got the other person who just wants to do their own thing and unfortunately just decides to team up with the other person. Excuse me, I'm yawning. My mind was trying to go somewhere with that. So what moves do you have? Oh no, they both wrote them like they were... Wait, didn't someone say they were Portuguese? Okay, Raposa said they were Portuguese. I don't know why they wrote the name with La in it. Unless that's something Portuguese related. I don't speak the language. Shadow Ball, Thief, Sucker Punch, and Detect. That's a Zoro moveset. And for our Sneasel pal, we got Feint Attack, Slash, Hone Claws, and Ice Shard. Yep, also a Sneasel moveset. Team Tiddlywinks left? Oh, that was the only thing, that was the last thing they did. if I could draw, I might have a use for this website. You could still be an author on this website. You could have done PMD. Or maybe not, depending on what the controversies were at this time. Also, hi there. This website is kind of a burden now. I think you're a few years off, buddy. See you in hell. Damn. Yeah, you got some cute drawings on here. So where is the first writing at? Here it is. Tiddlywinks. And yep. Yes, I joined a Pokemon group. Don't look at me like that. I always wanted to do one if I could draw. And you've seen the 5 minutes in paint crap. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm wicked happy right now. Damn. And they abandoned that for another team before abandoning the website as a whole. Abandoning it a few years early. It's because my team is lame? Damn. I wonder if this person ever came back to the internet and did stuff. No, I'm not looking up Keynote. Why can't you just search up the exact thing I want to search up instead of just, these are the results for... This is not the same person. Nope, that is definitely not the same person. What the fuck is this person talking about? Also, what makes this more difficult to look up is that this is one of those early internet names that probably shows up a bunch. And unless they have left their mark on other sites and it made it apparent that this is them, then you won't even know that they're still online. Team Nova. So we got Gunther the Larvitar. As in Golf Uniform November Tango Hotel Echo Romeo. This is the first time I've seen someone in these applications that uses phonetic alphabet. That was quite a mouthful, Callahan. I think you'd be the type to know phonetic alphabet. You've been long and... Wait, actually, now that I think about it... Wouldn't the phonetic alphabet in the context of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon not make sense? Because you have words that are related to human culture? Like, who in the Pokemon world is gonna know what golf is? Or tango? Or Quebec? Or an X-ray? Or how about a Yankee? Or India? You gotta change some of those words so that they fit within the context of Pokemon. I mean, at least Mike makes sense. He's a character. Also, you put the spelling here. I think you can get rid of this. You didn't need to keep this in there. Yep, they're telling us that they're a Larvitar. Got the scar on their left eye for as long as they can remember. Wait, doesn't this sound like another Larvitar? They steal. They steal to survive. Yeah, that's a story. They say they're fast. They're a loner. They want friends. They hate it when Pokemon sneak up on them. They don't like surprises. They're short-tempered. Question, we did have a look at, oh god. I was trying to remember the name of the guy and my brain just started to short circuit. So we did look at Blood Fencers, that's right. I don't know, when I see Larvitar scar on left eye, that's Blood Fencer's character. Okay, well he's got the scar over his forehead. I mean, it's still similar enough to Blood Fencer's character. I think the Larvitar's name was Maxwell. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't know what I did to my brain to feel lightheaded for a second. Let's see, so Gunther's got Crunch, Sandstorm, Dig, and Stone Edge. Sounds like a moveset a Tyranitar would have. Also, descriptions, love those. They only did mission 1 and 2. Oh. So I'm guessing, oh. These are like well beyond, the deadlines for the missions. I'll be starting from mission 1 even though it's already mission 6, since I don't really feel comfortable starting right away on mission 6 when I've done nothing yet. I feel like that can be fair. But yeah, the last deviation was PMD-E related. Let's see, Team Turntail. I could have sworn I saw something like this on World earlier today. Also, speaking of World, give me a second. I forgot to collect the daily for today. Even though I've actually been on World Club earlier today, talking with people about nostalgia and stuff. They visited me in Tao Village. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah. There we go. Okay, I got the reward. Now I can log off. So we got Team Turntail. Pachirisu. Rattata? Rattata and Pachirisu. Okay, you've already got me invested. Yeah, you got a rat and a... I guess a squirrel counts as a rat, right? The Ella Squirrel? Wasn't Ella Squirrel a nickname for Amolga before the release date? I mean, wait. Oh my god, that's the Pokédex name. Pachirisu, the Ella Squirrel Pokemon. So we got Asher. Yeah, Asher is the Pachirisu, and Jigo is the Rattata. These are interesting names. Wait. Rather as though he believes Callahan to be slow of wit. Jesus Christ, people hate this guy. Well, the players hate this guy. Let's see, Jigo, who is the Rattata. They're from Dusty Woods. Their mom is a member of the West Core Pack. Okay, so again, Dusty Woods doesn't have any lore in it, so players are just making shit up. Their mom is a Houndoom. At least that's what this is implying. Let's say they left because they have some things they wanted to do. Separated themselves from the pack. They are rescuers. And as for Asher, they're from Windswept Woods. Wait, hold on a fucking second. What, did I? Was that? Wait, the synths changed their name? Okay, I was wondering who that was. Also, I saw that there were people... They're trying to do a revival. Actually, I think they're successful in doing a revival on Freak Fortress, but I didn't get an invitation or anything. So I'm doing applications. Let's see, Asher's from Windswept Woods. That's it. Let's see, Jigo's got U-Turn, Shadow Ball, Flame Wheel, and Thunder Wave. And Asher's got U-Turn, Shockwave, Seed Bomb, and Follow Me. Oh, the revival, this is happening on Disc FF's Freak Fortress server. They usually like to invite people over to revive the server. on like Fridays or so. But this is the one case where they didn't put a revival in the announcements. They were just like, hey, you people in the server, you can do the revival yourselves. I'm a bit too tired to do that because I just made an announcement on some update changelog stuff. That's pretty much what happened. So yeah, it's Team Fortress 2 related, nothing related to here. Also, I just realized that Jigo has Thunder Wave. This is a well-rounded moveset with no normal type stab moves. These are both rather interesting movesets. This is like something you'd see in a actual Mystery Dungeon playthrough if it was like a randomizer or something. And not like a full randomizer where the moves and types are also randomized. Probably like a vanilla randomizer, I'd say. Also, like this detail right here. With the, how they write their signatures. And I guess they're called Team Turntail because both of them have U-turn. I write in Notepad. That takes skill. Especially if you can open up Notepad right now, because you gotta press enter a lot if you want to keep all the words on the screen. There's horizontal scrolling in that. Wait. Didn't I... Did I already take a look at this profile? This feels like something I already have taken a look at. Also... I'm just gonna search this up on Google, and it's gonna take 3 billion years to load. I think I did take a look at this person once before. That's an interesting username right there. Paper Tay. I thought it said Paper Tray. I was looking at nostalgic commercials yesterday, I think, with the TF2 friend group that I have. And I was sending them stuff that I saw from my childhood, like the Disrespectoids campaign they had for Capri Sun, the Zoo Pals commercial, the Crazy Good commercials from Pop-Tarts when they did the animated stuff back then. The Danimals... No, wait, it was not... I think it was Danimals that had the Crusher commercial with Dylan and Cole Sprout. I think they had another one with a female actress. Why did I say it like that? My brain can't function. Pidgey Spanish? Oh, wow, the opposite of French. Oh, Riley. God, those are another commercial that I remember watching a lot because of cable TV. And it's a Trico that's named Riley. And the Pidgey is probably named Aries, I think. Oh my god, what did you do with this text? I think you put it in a different font or something. How do you manage to do that? Oh, yep. The Pidgey is Spanish. I can't wait for gratuitous Spanish. As someone who, Wait, we? But we do know a bit of what some call Spanish. Okay, do it right now. speak an entire line of Spanish. Let's see, they're called Ace Patrol. Well, I was born to a young trainer, a guy or person. This is not the mainline games. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We don't have trainers here. She checked on each of us for our attack, defense, EV value. I don't think a trainer would check EV values at this point because... I think what you meant to say was IV value, because IV value is the stuff that doesn't change and is always determined whenever the Pokemon is created. EV values are things that do change depending on what Pokemon you defeat in battle. And also, this does not matter from a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon standpoint. Oh my god, this is just trainer stuff. So, yeah, trainer stuff happened. I am not reading all that. Like, if you decide to join a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon group and you hit me with the trainer shit, then you've just completely lost me. I think the only time I'll ever find it acceptable is if, like, let's say, oh, you were a trainer's Pokemon at some point, but then, oh, you woke up in the PMD world without, memory. Something like that could happen. I've yet to see anyone actually do something like that. I sure as hell won't, though. Trainer shit is something that I'm not interested in. As for Aries, they were born into a lovely flock of Pidgeys. Their words, not mine. They often migrated. They got left by the flock. Humans, never mind, you lost me again. Yep. Yep. This is like the first ever time I've actually had to skip backstories. Like, I'm sure the backstories are well written, but it's trainer shit in PMD. Trainer shit in PMD. Like, those don't go together. So Riley's got Pound, Razor Wind, Energy Ball, and Fling. This is already an interesting moveset for a Trico. And Aries has Air Slash, Mimic, Fly, and Swift. Please, someone in the comments bring up about the backstories being trainer related. No one! No one took a look at this and thought to inform the person, hey, this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon where there are no trainers. You should probably change that. Let's see. Last art was in 2012. Going away for a while. So that means I won't be able to finish some Art.io people. I hate to tell you this. Also, I'm trying to see what those DeviantArt profiles are supposed to be. I haven't been writing as often as I'd planned out for PMD, but my team would definitely be interested in getting to know other teams. Dang. Grimoire? I don't think that's how you spell Grimoire. No, that's not. Grimoire is spelled Grimoire, not Grimoire. So we got Team Grimoire. Now that I think about it, I don't think I have any PC98 music in my playlists. Because if I did, then Grimoire of Alice would definitely be in there. So instead, what I'll do is I'll put up my favorite stage theme from the Toho series, which is 10 Desires Stage 1. Let's see. Eevee and Riolu, typical PMD team now. Also, no paragraphs to differentiate who is who. So Adrian could be anyone. And we have another Riley. That's 2 times combo for a Pokemon named Riley. I think. This destructive ball of fur is Adrian. And yes, their team name is Grimoire. I'm starting to wonder if this misspelling is intentional. Because, like, they have made no attempt to fix the spelling of it. Let's see. Adrian and Riley both coming from a village. Bit of an oppressive military force? They were prisoners in their own home and they stole food, money, and supplies for the people? What? This is Mystery Dungeon, by the way. This is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. And as for Adrian, they don't have a past story. Riley found them passed out on the side of a road. They don't have any recollection, so this must be the human transformed Pokemon. Riley's got Brick Break, Focus Blast, Poison Jab, and Shadow Claw. That's the Riolu. And Adrian is Bite, Shadow Ball, Echoed Voice, and Trump Card. Finally, someone that uses Trump Card in their moveset. I still need to finish up the bullshit Eevee that I was making, because that guy is gonna be so much fun if I ever get to use him. I should be writing a final paper, not making this. Do your final paper! This better be fun, otherwise I'm hitting you. Oh. Oh no, I think XX Wolf Shadow XX hit musical therapy so hard that their account deactivated. That is to be expected from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers. Last post here was in 2015. They have a YouTube channel? Wonder if it's still active. They have 2 videos. I think this is a speed paint. No, it's them playing a game that I've never heard of. It doesn't show the title of a game. They're playing PvP in the game, though, and it looks like they're having fun. Okay, the game is called Grand Class Melee 2, which at the time of this recording was in early access. And then the only other game that's on here is League of Legends. What? Pro Boards? Pro Boards jump scare? They made a forum. News. Alright, you little shits, don't set this on fire. There's a roleplay on here called 12 Angry Men. That already sounds promising. Well, it looks like the last post made here on the forums is 2017. I don't know who is who. But someone tried to post on the shoutbox in 2020. Also, this website is blue. Like, seriously blue. Anyway, I was not expecting. Oh wait, they have a Tumblr. Oh. This could lead into a clue. Oh, they last posted yesterday? You know what that means. Oh. Well, time to send out message. Where is me message? It's somewhere on here. There it is. Okay, I don't need this link up anymore. Oh god, I forgot. I haven't gotten a response from the surprise interview in a while. Alright. The person has been sent to ask, and moving on. Oh, hi there, Novern. It's a surprise running into you here. Yeah, they still post stuff. Oh my god, I just realized if I end up favoriting their stuff, what's next? Okay, is this the only thing by Novern? This is Team Lunar. Okay, so yeah, that would be them. That would be the only one? Sometimes I wonder if people who used to be players in PMD are watching this and seeing my reactions to their applications. They have a lot of watching to do. Let's see, we got Team Lunar, Ari the Riolu, he's got Force Palm, Swords Dance, Detect, and Cross Chop. This is an interesting moveset. Are they rescuers by any chance? Especially with Detect. And then there's Koi the Furret, Quick Attack, Dig, Thief, and Thunderbolt. Is this a rogue? This guy kind of gives me the creeps. uh. So it looks like we have, from the view of Ari. It's like, what is the term? It's not third person omniscient. It's the other one, where the third person only goes, where the third person only focuses on one character. Third person limited. Let's see, they bumped into each other at night, and that's when they decided to form a team, so that's why they chose Team Lunar. Okay. It's a cute reason. Ari was born in Steel City, along with Koi, except they didn't know each other. They were separated from their parents? Why? What did they do in Steel City to separate themselves from their child? Then one night they ran into Koi, who seemed to also be stealing food and fending for themselves out in the streets. So then they became friends, started to work like a team. And then Koi decided to give them a red... They decided to give Ari a fire orb. And then after that, they moved to Tao Village. We got no idea what happened to the Flame Orb. That's the item name, Flame Orb, not Fire Orb. And they're becoming rescuers. And as for Koi, they did have a family. And they were skilled thieves. Wait, so they're thieves wanting to become rescuers. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure how well Chill or Mike are going to take this news. Or have taken this news. I don't know, a rescuer having skills in thievery and using those skills on the job just sounds kind of weird. Unless they decide to reroute those thieving skills into like disarming people or taking things that may be helpful to outlaws. I guess that's the way I could see they could redeem their thieving past. Oh, and then they have an egg. Well, they found an egg. They had an art app? Oh, did I look at... I think I might have looked at the art app at some point, and I just, I forgot. Map. Oh! I think I have this in the gallery. I think. Okay, yeah, then I have seen this. And I'm guessing that first egg became a Dino, and then we have a Kecleon egg. That never hatched. Team Soil. This is featured in what group? Oh. Wait a second, what? Is a group dedicated to collecting and organizing the OC's web sheets, lore, and story content related to Iolite County and relevant characters, both visual and literature. This art collection celebrates long-term creativity. Yep. This is a lot of This is a lot of stuff. And apparently this is just one of them. Okay. So we got Jamie and Nuzleaf. Woo. We got Nature Power, Razorleaf, Brick Break, and Dark Pulse. Obadiah, that is an interesting name. And it's a Bonsly. I don't know why I tried to combine Bonsly and Nuzleaf. They got Curse, Rock Throw, Low Kick, and Mimic. This looks like something you'd see in like an older application. Oh no, they gave up with the bolding. And randomly came back with the bolding. Also added some stuff in the beginning here. Jamie is the leader. They met Obadiah in the forest, and they came here to register for the Merchants Guild. That's it. Okay, so Jamie rescued Obadiah from certain things, and Obadiah felt that they owed them. Jamie was looking for a partner. Obadiah apparently was also, and that's how they ended up together. Right lot of goody two-shoes, that's what. Oh, this is an interesting quote. Oh, and then we have an actual story here. Oh, and then there's an egg. Oh, that's right, I haven't seen their movesets. Wait, I have seen their movesets, actually. Okay, I'll take a look at the actual story. Jamie hatched in Sapling Village. Wanted to follow in her father's footsteps and be a great fighter. Her parents discovered the guild in Tau Village and suggested that she apply. She had to creep through Creeping Forest when she met Obadiah, lying unconscious on the ground. She stayed by his side until he woke up, and insisted that since she saved his life by guarding him from predators, he now owed her a favor. Obadiah's the strategist of the two. He's calm. Oh. His mother tracked him down in Sapling Village and abducted him, taking him back to Alomomola City. Currently missing in action. Oh dear. I hope they're okay. Let's see. Well, no, I'm looking for newest. Last post was in 2023. Up. Tumble. What? Archive. Oh, okay, so they evolved into a Minecraft fan. Last post was 2 hours ago. Well, you know what that means. Okay, well, I can't go back. Hold on. Bleh. This is my personal blog, mostly focused around fandom content. Alright, time to send them a thing too. Let's see, so do they have more than one team, or... Oh, they do. Well, then I'll have to hold off on the asking for a bit until I get through all of these. Okay. So this is... Team Soil, and then we got Team Bright Flare. Huh? Who is adding me? And of course it's Ed. Alright, Team Bright Flare. We got Miles the Tepig. He's got Tail Whip, Flame Charge, Taunt, and Takedown. These are interesting moves for a Tepig. Got mainly Rushdown going on over here. Sorry. Okay, so Jupiter got Hidden Power Rocks, Double Team, Thunderbolt, and Acrobatics. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted by the gameplay I see on the other screen. Oh, third member, Brandy, a Cubchoo with Ice Punch, Aerial Ace, Dig, and Substitute. These are interesting. These are interesting moves right here. Miles had disliked the Ninetales instantly. Which also reminds me, I forgot to put this up. There we go. Oh my god, lol. There's plenty of paperwork for you all. Wait. Oh, okay, these are different teams. Okay, this is funny. Let's see, they both come from Steel City. They have guilds up there too somewhere. That's what Moss said. Oh! This could be interesting if it were canon. Wait. Oh, they're not talking about Steel City. They're talking about Tau, because they mentioned Sorbet. So when Jupiter and Miles agreed to join one of the guilds, Sorbet happens. No, wait. What? Then Papa says that we should head to Tau Village so that we can help fix the place up. Oh, okay, so this is... they probably left the village to not get destroyed by Sorbet, and that's when the dad is like, I think you should guys go over to Tau Village and help them fix up everything. Oh. I guess they're only in Tau temporarily. Because, once Mom and Dad send a letter saying that they can come home, they're gone. He occasionally enjoys attempting to flirt with females when he thinks he can get away with it. Says flaming when most people might say something like freaking. I like that detail because I know someone who likes to censor their swears, like HE double hockey sticks, or son of a bee sting. That's the one I remember a lot. I think it's cute. Takedown into flame charge? Oh my god, he's got his own combos. He's definitely a rushdown character. Although, why takedown into flame charge first? Because flame charge increases your speed. No, wait, actually, that would be a good point, though. It could work both ways, actually. You could have takedown into flame charge so that you have a speedy... so that you have the strong move first, and then a speedy follow-up. Or you could have the quick move go first so that you can get there fast, and then follow up with the strong move afterwards. Unfortunately, you can do this as an infinite. Sorry, I'm thinking game dev wise. That's just how it'd be. And as for Jupiter, most practice attack is hidden power. Says lots, gotta, wanna, and really often. And as for Brandy, born and raised in Snowy Village near Whispering Peaks. Apparently, her life wasn't very exciting, and she left it behind. She arrived in Tao Village, temporarily registered under the Merchants Guild, followed by the Rogues Guild. Decided to give up and become a freelance mercenary. Then ran into Jupiter before Mission 8 began. Reluctant to join the team, and then finally accepted the offer because she wanted to protect the lone Jupiter from harm. Oh, this was during the thing where everybody's stuck in the past. Prefers to say I. Favorite words are essentially, conditionally, presumably, and theoretically. Also, first mention of stab, I think. Also, we got some non-canon stuff with shipping. Okay, so now I can send the thing. Just gotta make sure they have a... If you choose to approach my blog and use my ask blog to ask my opinion, well, I'm not gonna ask your opinion, I'm gonna ask PMD stuff. I'm surprised in the media they like section, they don't mention anything about Pokemon? Or Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? Can I draw a fan art of your OCs or non-fanfic stories? Currently on hiatus from those works. At this time, please ask me in advance before you do that. I might change this to be more open later, but I appreciate this check-in for now. Thank you. So if at any point I decided, hey, I'm just gonna draw random people's teams. I do not have any plans to do that, by the way. This is just a hypothetical. Then I'd have to ask them first. Alright, that's good to know. Can I write a fanfic inspired by your ideas or fanfics? If I made a post about a very specific idea and I haven't written a fic, I'd appreciate a courtesy heads up. If I've posted a fanfic, you can write one that's inspired by my fic or ideas and post it on AO3. Okay, so theoretically, if I were to write anyone from Team Bright Flare, I'm not saying I would do this, this is just purely hypothetical. Sorry, I'm just rambling on shit. If you post fan art of my stories or headcanons on Tumblr, including direct links to my fics, is always appreciated. Wait, so what does this mean in the context of PMDE, though? Sorry, I'm just asking a lot of questions, and the creator is not looking at this, so... Ask box is always open. Please do not use the messenger unless we have mutuals. Okay. Alright, well if the ask box is always open, then, Oh, wait, hold on. They have read below. Let's see. I will not answer asks that I feel are too personal or will start drama. Okay. I am getting ready to send. And it's sent. Well, that's another one down. Who's next? Team Bonesaw? Guys, no way. They put the Bonesaw in PMDE. Let's see, they are rogues. So we got Solara Denmeyer the Marowak. He's got Bone Club, Bone Meringue, Ice Beam, and Stone Edge. Never heard of a Marowak with Ice Beam before. Maverick the Poniard with Metal Claw, Home Claws, Sucker Punch, and Fury Cutter. So we got an interesting duo already. So someone signs it with their initials, like how some people sign. And then the other one just signs it as X. Actually, I think that would make a lot of sense because they don't have any fingers. Oh my god! I did not know that the sniper was speaking. Wait. Wait. Hold on. How is a poniard pounding violently on the door when their limbs look like this? How are they knocking with this? They should be cutting into the door. Next time he should print him on something that ain't so easy to shred. There's no such thing as a printer in this universe. Unless there's some in Steel City. Solar was born in the mountains. They were an orphan. They apparently met their so-called father. They traveled with him. Then they fell out and parted ways. And then they traveled and finally arrived at Tau. As for Maverick, they joined up with a Bisharp's platoon. Then they didn't like that. Solara offered them something, so they socked their Bisharp in the kisser and bolted. Wow. Bet you thought I was dead, didn't you? Well, I'm not. Oh, birthday week. Latest deviations are Arrival Gates app from 2015. That is a lot of mature rated stuff. Oh, hey! I remember this person. They were in my comment section on DeviantArt at some point. I think they're still active. Let me check. 2019. And yep, they're both watching PMD-E. Anybody still on this thing? Ooh. And I don't see any all links or anything, but I do have the comment on my profile. Oh, that must have been why. That must have been when during this period of time. Well, dang, I'm sorry, man. I did not mean to join this. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So I recognize this team now, and for anyone who hasn't recognized this team, this was a couple years ago when I decided to take on the task of voicing every single one of Shroomsworth and Rhodes' asks. Let me grab an image. So, what I had to do for that video was draw shitty portraits of some of the player team characters in those asks. I'm getting distracted by gameplay footage. And I think the reason why I made shitty portraits was because most of those player characters, most of them, I think the only one that I can recall to my knowledge that wasn't a writer was Upa from Sapphire Luna's team. Most of them were writers. So they didn't have a visual reference. I am again being so distracted. Oh, and then there was the Sanchu. They were also a character. But yeah. Here's the shitty portrait I made of the Ekans, who's Joel and Axis, that's what their name was. And because of how I numbered the files, I still have the Ask 2. Yeah, they had a blog back then. I'm the only person in the entirety of existence who ever went so deep for that Shroomsworth lore. So Joel and Axis has Mud Bomb, Poison Fang, Haze, and Thief. And oh yeah, I did have to look at the accessories to see what they look like. This is the Ask, not... Ah, crap. They're huge. Now that I think about it, I think I fucked up and forgot the black ribbon. I was more focused on it saying white stripe. I was like... okay. So yeah, sorry for not including the ribbon. I apparently was not reading. Either that or maybe I took a look at someone else's art of the character and I didn't notice there a ribbon or anything like that. I don't know, it was a couple of years ago. I tend to forget stuff easily. And as for their partner, they got Rose, a female shiny Dratini with Dragon Dance, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Dragon Tail. Interesting to have Dragon Dance, and the only physical move here is Dragon Tail. This Dratini seems like a zoner because of Dragon Tail. You got Dragon Tail for keeping your enemies away, and then you got Ice Beam and Flamethrower for zoning. Just keeping them from a distance. As for Dragon Dance being here, I would not tell you what that would be in a fighting game moveset. Unless it's like an OP dodge ability. Then there's Adam, a Trapinch with Sunny Day, Attract, Dig, and Bite. And then Esperanza, a Vulpix with Flamethrower, Feint Attack, Attract, and Flare Charge. Adam seems more like a support character. Oh shit, this says featured in groups? Oh, that's right. They were someone who joined this to put their stuff up. I think they're on here under... Yeah, they're the first chat out rank that I have on here. Also, I forgot to remove this. I will remove that later. Well, sorry for being a year late into looking at all this. Okay, so Joel and Axis definitely has a southern accent. Also, I cannot tell. There is no bold. Let's see. Oh. They both have a southern accent. I see. Just another cowpoke from Snakebite Canyon. They're gonna be merchants. I guess that makes sense since I did see the ask from Shroomsworth's blog. And as for Rose, they like dancing. That's why they have Dragon Dance. They love to dance. They're a traveler, want to go out and see the world. And that's it. Oh, I can rewind? I'm not sure Callahan can actually do that in the canon. So they adopted... They adopted a Trapinch. Are they a couple? Oh, now we have a Vulpix that speaks Spanish. This is suddenly PMD Spanish stream. Which I guess would be fitting because World Cup spoilers, Spain won. Oh my god. The Callahan snap sentence. I don't think Callahan would be the type of person to get annoyed. He would be the type to annoy others. But I feel like he just doesn't get rage baited. So yeah, this just feels entirely out of character for Callahan. How the heck do you write Joel and Axis as dialogue? Well, unfortunately, I've been Southern for all my life, so I definitely know how to write a Southern accent or two. I just don't incorporate it because, when would I need to write a character with a Southern accent? Oh, hey, you're back. Varakai. And because it's them again, I gotta look at this picture of Shroomsworth again. I just can't help myself. So we got... Penumbra. Whenever I think of Penumbra, I think of the horror game. Google, please stop shitting yourself. Yeah. I think that, that skeletal-looking guy from Penumbra Black Plague. Yee. That's creepy. Then we got... Is this who I think this is? No, wait. It can't be, because that Sandler had a visual reference. Unless... Art app? No, I don't see an art app. Okay, so then we got Polly, the Stantler, with Psychic, Confuse Ray, Jump Kick, and Roleplay. And then Garibaldi? A Murkrow? Welcome to my schoolhouse. Okay, so Garibaldi, I want to call him Baldy because Baldy's basics. He's got Pursuit, Nightshade, Perish Song, and Feint Attack. Perish Song. The thought of Baldy having Perish Song, that just sounds funny. Oh, different dialogue here. Okay, so I gotta remind myself, Penumbra is the Tranquil. That's a bird. With Quick Attack, Attract, Air Slash, and Round. Then we got Polly the Male Stantler, Baldy the Murkrow, and my favorite song is on. Seriously, this song needs to be used again. I love it so much. It's like if you could call a song sexy. Okay, so... Okay, so this is Penumbra speaking. They grew up in Sandsong Desert, spent a bit of time in Humming Oasis, lived there with their father, left to see more of the world. Her brother lives in Tao Woods, and they got separated. Then they met up with Polly, became one of their best friends. She was all tangled up in the vines, and Polly found them and came to help. Then he got tangled up, and then Polly told him about Tao Village and the 3 guilds, and how he wanted to join, but didn't want to do it alone. They couldn't decide what team to join. They met a team who recently joined the Merchants. And they both lived in the desert. No, wait, hold on. Okay, so I'm just trying to skip this part. Okay, so because of this team joining the Merchants, Penumbra and Polly also became Merchants. They couldn't fly back then. They were a pit of. Soon after they came to Tao and become Merchants. Okay, so this is Mission 5 stuff. Nope, this is Event 4 stuff. And then this is Mission 5 stuff. And then they evolved. And then we talk about Baldy. His egg was found in the libraries somehow. Missy said that they could keep him, and that he could be in the team. Baldy and Penumbra are pretty close. And then Polly. Okay, so Polly is gone right now because of Event 6 stuff, so... Polly grew up traveling all over with his dad. Polly's mom died after she was born, so we got a dead parent. Mom was sick. Polly is clumsy. Heart is big. Dislikes fighting. Penumbra misses him. That's sad. Can't wait to do more with him. Oh. An explicitly PMD-E account. I'm working, I swear. Man. What is this? Dang. So we have no idea what happened to this person because, well, this is a PMDE themed account. They're not gonna work on anything that isn't PMDE. Okay, I'll finish this up and then I'll end stream since I'm starting to become tired. So we got Eam Firefox. We got Vivian the Vulpix. She's got Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Hypnosis, and Energy Ball. And then Miles, who's a Vaporeon. They have Mimic, Scald, Ice Beam, and Substitute. And then Spike, a Sneasel with Slash, Ice Shard, Feint Attack, and Agility. Oh, and then finally Ashley, a Zoroark with Extrasensory, Flamethrower, Dark Pulse, and Detect. Oh hey, I recognize 3 of those moves. I put them on my Mugen character, which I should be finishing up, but instead, I'm working on writing stuff for Eternal Bliss, as well as goofing off in TF2C. Vivian never knew their parents. There was an evil witch that stole Vivian when they were an egg. And tried to resurrect herself by possessing their body? Ashley was her apprentice and she killed the witch in order to save them. And then Ashley was like a mom to her. And then Ashley pointed them to Tau Village and said that it was safe there. I don't know where she got the idea from. Then Spike joined recently, but before that he was a member of Rhodes' Pathfinders thing. And before that he was a part of Slasher's gang. Insufferably cocky and thinks he's irresistible to the opposite sex. Wow. And then there's Miles. He was lost during the battle with Sorbet. Oh. Miles is currently missing. Alright, that was shorter than I thought, actually. So anyway, I am going to go to bed, and let's see, I think I'll continue tomorrow? Maybe? Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Good night.